The Game Plan. The Game Plan is a 2007 American family comedy film directed by Andy Fickman starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It follows a professional quarterback who finds out he has an 8-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. Welcome to the Amagi. In today's video, we're going to recap the Disney film The Game Plan. Before we begin, we publish new content every week, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. In the last game of the American Football Federation regular season between the Boston Rebels and the New York Dukes, Rebels quarterback Joe Kingman scores a touchdown after ignoring an open wide receiver, Travis Sanders. The next morning, an 8-year-old girl named Peyton Kelly arrives on Joe's doorstep saying that she is his biological daughter and that his divorced wife sent her there to meet him. His agent, Stella Peck, thinks this will be bad for his image and distracts him with the upcoming playoffs. At the opening of his own restaurant, Joe inadvertently leaves without Peyton and is on the cover of a tabloid the next day. Stella decides Joe needs a new fatherly image. At a later press conference, the reporters make Joe miserable until Peyton comes to his defense, saying that he is new to this and trying the best he can, and that she thinks he's the best father in the world. Peyton then says that Joe has to repay her, so she has him take her to a ballet academy run by Monique Vasquez. Monique has Joe join their ballet performance to show him that ballet takes just as much athletic ability as football. Joe and Peyton begin their relationship after Peyton brings his arrogant and selfish behavior to his attention. Joe takes Peyton and her new friends to the mall where he begins to develop romantic feelings for Monique. The Rebels march through the playoffs via 3 road games: Denver in the wild card round, Indianapolis in the divisional round, and finally Baltimore in the conference round. They eventually make it to the championship game held in Arizona in a rematch with the New York Dukes. Stella offers Joe a $25 million endorsement deal with Fanny's Burgers, a successful fast food restaurant run by Samuel Blake Jr., if he wins the game and mentions the product to the press. While at lunch with Joe and Monique, Peyton accidentally reveals that her mother does not know that she is with him. She was supposed to go to a ballet school program for the month, but instead she ran away to be with Joe. Peyton then has an allergic reaction to the nuts in the dessert she was eating, and Joe rushes her to the hospital. However, the doctors tell him that the reaction is mild and his daughter is going to be fine. Joe's former sister-in-law and Peyton's legal guardian, Karen Kelly, arrive to take her home. Joe discovers that Sarah, his ex-wife and Peyton's mother, was killed in a traffic collision 6 months earlier, and that Peyton sneaked away on her own. After Peyton overhears Stella explaining that she would be a distraction to Joe, Karen and Peyton return home. Later, while going through Peyton's bag under her bed, Joe finds some photos and reads a letter from Sarah saying that she hid Peyton away from Joe, not wanting Peyton to be a distraction to him. As the championship game begins, Joe's mind is not fully set on the game and he is soon injured. Joe is surprised to discover that Peyton has arrived with Karen. Understanding Joe's earlier words about how he wants to remain in Peyton's life, Karen decides to let Peyton live with Joe. Near the end of the fourth quarter, Joe passes the ball to the running back Jamal Weber, who gains positive yardage but fails to get out of bounds. Joe hurries his team to the line with the clock running and rushes ahead before being knocked out of bounds. With time for one last play, Joe throws a lob pass to Sanders, who catches the pass, allowing the Rebels to win their first championship. In a post-game interview, Joe declines the Fanny Burgers offer to be with Peyton. Did you enjoy our video? Be sure to check out these other great videos from the Amagi and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.